Just wanna feel like this forever. I love it when my feet don't touch the ground, touch the ground. Don't wanna let these colors fade, kaleidoscopes inside my head. Just wanna feel like this, just wanna feel like this forever. Touch the ground. Don't wanna let these colors fade, kaleidoscopes inside my head. Just wanna feel like this, just wanna feel like this forever.
Great play by Get Right here. Dodging that grenade with Bland taking out Inter. You know that the city's somewhere here in this pit. Get Right with yet another one. Get Right, can he actually clutch this round for NIP?
He finally took him down with that M4, and Melvin gets dropped. That was a nice headshot by Exist. Look at this hat trick coming in, and NIP are just doing work right now. Exist pushing and looking for the ace, and finally gets it.
And coming up for another one, will be taken down by Get Right finally. Get Right gonna be in a 1 versus 2 situation. Hey, able to take down Smith there from Get Right, and it's now down to a 1 versus 1.
Pyberg, 1 versus 3. We'll get the first one, the headshot, but it's going to be really hard for Pyberg to cross now. He takes out Rod. Now it's a 1v1. Pyberg, the guy many of you have blamed for not being up to par, will clutch that round for NIP.
Yeah, right though. Going to pull one back. Make that a double headshot. Hunted Choi making his way onto this bomb site. He's going to pick up that third one onto Cammy. Great shot. Oh! Amazing play.
Your Forrest coming up ladder, able to take down Kitty. And
wow.
Finish off Forrest.
Wants to go inside. Takes out the first one. And the second one. Pop the head off Exist.
Take down the first, the second, and he won't be able.
Now it's a 1 versus 1 RPK versus Forrest.
There's another one.
So many close to views.
Get Right onto RPK. This could be it for Berry Games as they're working their way into the bomb site, trying to split both ways, but they're being contended very well. They're being pushed back into White Hole. The light is at the end of the tunnel. They can see it. They're almost out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Kliva! Bra! Bra där boy! Snyggt Kliva! Mycket bra! Bra Pippi!
We've been looking forward to seeing this matchup. We knew at some point the Clash of the Titans was going to happen with NIP in varied games as Kenny S, Scream, as well as MBK, Existence, and Smith. Look on the other side, a very, very well-known NIP team. We have Get Right, Freiburg, Exist, Verflaren, and Forrest.
Bra boy!
Well, it's all with Laren now. Can he find it? He gets the first. 1v1, that bomb is ticking. The time is running out. He's going for the fall. Oh, it's not going to happen.
Winston Churchill.
I've always been interested in gaming and games, you know, right? As a younger brother, I've like taking after them and just doing what they do, and that's been playing games. And
felt when I was younger more like my comfort zone pretty much, and I felt like I wanted to go to the dream world pretty much and do what existed on the internet back then.
I was always a competitive child. I always liked the competition of being able to beat other guys in different sports or games.
Do I rather want to go and play floorball for these 2 days, or do I rather want to stay at home and play video games? And then obviously the choice was pretty simple. So
I've always been like a sports guy. I want to compete and always be the best in what I do.
My family has always been the kind of family where they tell you that do whatever you want to do as long as you're happy. And this was the same thing here.
They saw how much I loved it. They started supporting me, and right now they're they're big fans of NIP and they're supporting me in every way, so it's great now.
So it was kind of tough in the beginning, but I guess the moment I actually went to events and stuff like that, they started to understand what I was doing, that it was actually like serious business, and I mean, since then they've been really supportive.
It was requiring a lot of ourselves as a players and helping organization to get the sponsors and so on, so like that was exactly the challenge I wanted.
One of those things where you will probably remember it for a very long time.
There was a tough task in front of us. Counter-Strike for me is pretty much like a passion for me. I mean, of course it is a job, but for me still it's something like, it's something you don't really could request this like a job.
I've been playing for such a long time and I need to figure out what kind of mistake I did, and I want to repay it double, so I want to win 2 rounds for my team instead.
I have to think fast, I have to be there in 1 second. I love to win and I hate to lose. Playing a team and winning with your team is like one of the best feelings you could ever have.
When you're playing the best Counter-Strike, when you're playing at the highest level, you're not really thinking, you have it like in your backbone, you know what to do.
If you don't practice, you're gonna pretty much take a gun and shoot yourself in the leg.
You want to win. You want to play something. You want to play tournament or something. You want to win.
The goal for NIP is to win. We're not here to come second. We're not here to come third. We're here to win, and we're gonna play until we win every single tournament again.
DreamHack Winter will be epic. To be honest, I don't fear anybody.
When I think of DreamHack, I think of prestige, glory, biggest tournament ever. Have to win it, can't lose.
We mean business, and we're gonna go in and show people that we're here to stay.
We are the strongest team in the world, and we are such good friends, and we all have the same goal, and that's to win DreamHack Winter, and that's on our home soil as well.
I mean, everyone says that Very Games are our biggest nemesis, but I'm very confident that we can win it. We should win it.
We got what it takes to win the tournament.
And down. Shox is going to get dropped. Existence is in. Smith picks one back up, but NIP being willed to victory by this crowd. Exist has got 3 this round. It's all on MBK. 1v4 to try and pull them out. He can't as the NIP firing squad goes wild. And NIP picking it up. Heat going absolutely berserk behind his team. Oh no! Oh my word! But it doesn't matter. That's them both down in style. That's rank number 2. That's rank number 3. Can you believe it? Is on fire. He gets himself the first, but he's got no else to play with.
Fifth Lauren, guess what? He's also got a hell of a trophy cabinet. Now get right, historically, I think he's the best player in the history of CSGO. Exist, good in-game leader, kind of a neo-Khan, I call him, like the new Khan. Forrest, his peak is higher than anyone else's peak. Freeberg really showed himself to be an excellent entry fragger.
Is it going to get there? And NIP defeat Very Games to advance to the DreamHack Grand Final.
NIP c'est des super mecs, on s'entend très bien avec NIP. En plus des chouettes mecs qui sont super bons, donc non, on a un très bon relationnel avec eux.
NIP managed to converge both Counter-Strike Source and Counter-Strike 1.6 teams, and they are definitely one of the greatest teams that CS carried all the time.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm always nervous. But I'm trying to keep calm and just...
We're gonna win this game. That's my thought right now. We need to focus on this game and win.
Get pumped and play the game and win.
But I'm feeling really pumped. I know we're ready for the challenge that's coming up, and I hope that just go our way.
say, Freiburg, come and get it. Come and get it. Neo gives away his position, though, those two shots over the side. Freiburg now knows exactly where he is. They're going to do the dance around the bomb site. Nade out to try and bait Neo in. Neo's too smart for that. As he goes through and lands maybe a shot onto Freiburg, who's picked up the bomb and is now going to go straight into the site. Here comes Neo, though, waiting for no one. Charges in, 10 points out, left for Freiburg! And NIP needed something big and got it. And Get Right has a hat-trick. He does deliver. This is sensational stuff. Connect, and here we go. Get Right at another one. Oh, it's another hat-trick. NIP, turn on the style.
We felt a bit shaky in the beginning, but we won eventually. And then going into the second game, we played against the Polish guy, Universal Soldiers, and we managed to play our A game.
We have played the group stage here at DreamHack. Even though it was shaky, it's always nice to have like the first game in the tournament to win it. We played Universal Soldiers, the Polish team. We just owned them as team. We played so well as terrorists. We always kept their economy down. So that's a really good like mental boost for us before going into the playoffs.
The map goes the way of NIP. They're through, as expected, into the knockout stages. So a lot of people looking to enjoy and NIP deliver.
It's going to be hard to predict the game. Hopefully, I think that we will manage to close them down with 2-0. But you never know. It's a Swedish team. They have full they know how we play. So it's going to be a tough game.
I feel on my game, and when I feel good individually, I feel like I can call better, which is better for the team as well. So,
all right, we're gonna play LGB in the quarterfinals. It's gonna be a tight game, and we're super pumped. And
individually, they are better. Team play is better, so NIP will win easily.
I know I've been preparing so well before this. 3 weeks of hardcore boot camp. We're in really good shape, so I think we're going to win this game versus LGB with 2-0 now.
One is probably going to be close, and the other one is going to be a total disaster for LGB.
We're really confident playing these guys, so we're going to crush them, no problem.
Huge round by Exist. Vamos,
Will NIP go home on day one? We'll find out.
Lost in everyone, every compromise. I lose myself to the person I've become. Try to hit me where it hurts and I've become.
It feels great to be in the semifinals. We're a team that we're here to stay, and we're here to win DreamHack Winter.
It has always been a love between us and NiP, and it's always an amazing match, and for sure it's gonna be a fucking amazing game.
Very Games, they're a good team. They have beaten us 3 times in a row now, I think, and we really want to beat them.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I just want to play the game right now, and I want to beat them really hard. Right now, I think that we are stronger than them, both mentally, as we have home field here in Sweden. We're prepared for over 2 weeks now, and I think it should be a good game.
You should be able to make the case easily that Very Games are #1.
This is why we play CS, and this is what everyone has been waiting for, so.
This match right here is the final.
Very Games NIP for a place in the grand final here at DreamHack. Counter-Strike Go, $250,000 on the line. Second there, and see whether Forrest is going to get some action coming from the B tunnels. He gets 1, he gets 2. Oh my word! There's Shock silencing the crowd with the frag on DeForest.
He actually silenced the crowd. A lot of the time people say that doesn't happen. The crowd's gone!
And so little have the NIP crowd had to cheer about. NIP, in a miracle. They towards the tunnel, and they walk into a slaughter!
There's just so many things that can happen. I mean, you can win as a team.
Gets himself frag #1! And Freiburg and McLaren combined! Freiburg goes looking for that auto sniper! Very Games with Smiths, he's going to have to go very big, and that's what I call very big. 2 big frags, make that 3, 5 unanswered frags, Very Games on fire. Scream's going to stop him, it's all that exists, 12 points to health and a bomb to play with as he gets rid of the first man, can't finish off the job. And a collective sigh from the Swedish crowd as Very Games will make this 9-1. Oh, Shocks! That is beautiful. McLaren to try and save this round for them, and they can't do it! I don't believe it! Very Games, 12-1 Very Games, as this is becoming an absolute rout. And they'll make that just Freiburg last. Very Games, textbook pistol round T-side. He's going to keep us going frag for frag here, followed up by Forrest. NIP, come alive!
Walking small steps, heavy doses, head down so you never notice. Headphones on, quiet song, try to block it out, it's so hard to focus. I get lost most of the moments.
The first man drops down, he's gonna wait his time. Oh, I can't believe it! Cut me open for the last time. See if I'm all on the end. Counting them in as they come around that outside, and Forrest is gonna count them down. He's going to get the first one. There's going to be a man surely on the moment in second. John's going to get dropped. Existence is in. Smith picks more time. Can NIP do it? The crowd behind, cheering NIP on every second of the way.
You have spent the past years visualizing your performance in the game. You have conditioned your mind and your body to successfully execute your plays. You have seen yourself outplay your opponent time and time again. The crowd responds to your presence with a thunderous roar. You are part of their team. Ninjas in Pyjamas. Experience, talent, consistency, dedication, diversity. We are ninjas in pyjamas. You don't do things right once in a while, you do them right all the time. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up.
Just to give him more credit, because he deserves it in this
does.
series and so far in this tournament.
Well, Freiburg here in a 1-on-2. The bomb is ticking away. He's got the kit, but he's got almost no HP to work with. Again, a miraculous situation for Freiburg if he could win this. He's really trying to find the headshot. He gets the one, goes in for the second. It's a 1-on-1 Freiburg. Oh my god, he does it! And there is time to use as well.
Freiburg and get right, manhandling Dignitas.
And Pyflaren, this was a 2 versus 4.
Gonna go for the defuse, and Freiburg clutches it this time. It's Freiburg's turn.
Low position, oh, he gets the first kill onto Device. Will he get the second kill? Yes, he will.
Triple kill and the clutch for Forrest and Nipper on the board now.
go, 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 go!
Para.
Go, go! Storm the building! Go, go, go!
Woo! Oh my god, Rico, so good! I can't believe it's true. But they don't die. Oh!
Group up, team!
Inte slope, inte slope.
Well!
Well...
Inga skott.
No, they broke in the wall!
Om du går till sämre lämmen så ring mig då.
Vad ska vi skrika?
Draklapp 3.
För fan faktiskt. Nu kör vi på. Ska vi till finalen eller ska vi köra? 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
Something here. They have to find a way to get on the board. They don't need to start chaining rounds quite yet. It's still early in the half, but they need to get on the board already, Nip. Just put a little bit of pressure on Dignitas, rattle them something here. He is still alive. Get right, takes a peek. He's going to get caught, and it's going to come down to Forrest. Last man alive for Nip. The defense is just too solid for Dignitas on this A site. A 1v3 retake is ahead of him, but at least Forrest gets the plant. They'll have that to fall back on, but it's going to take some amazing shots, and there's one. If anybody could do it, it is Forrest. He's going to look for the second one, but he's facing two. Forrest turns it into the 1v1, and now it's going to come down to Fetish. Can he have another moment like earlier? No! Forrest gets revenge! Triple kill and the clutch like earlier.
He's got the time for it, only. Low position. Oh, he gets the first kill on the device. Will he get the second kill? Yes, he will!
He needs to get forward to secure this round. Device trying to set it up, make it look like he's going to go for the defuse. And Freiberg punches into the defuse.
And Tiflaren, this was a 2 versus 4.
When they say you will fall, you can reach nothing at all. Hide your tracks beneath the rind of a different frame of mind. Is that what you heard? Here we come, here we come.
Back, he throws down the volley, he's going to get overrun, but he's doing some decent damage. It's going to be Get Right holding on Speedway with the double spray. Now Dupree and Fetish get caught, and he spots Sipnix in CT as well. Sipnix, there is no hiding from Get Right, and in the meantime, we've got Freiberg mowing them down on Banana.
You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. Counter-terrorism win. Please know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. I'm family and we will.
Legit.
No!
Game it.
Go ahead and take a shot. Snack's definitely dodging. Snack's about to get caught out in the open. This helmet Kevlar paying off. But it is a 3-on-3, now a 3-on-2. Soon to become a 2-on-1. Better spot right here, and they're gonna try and flash their way through. This could be perfect. The double spray, the triple spray, Freiburg! He ruins them! I mean, they're going to go for the split. This is it. They have to go for this play. And Freiburg picks up an AWP. Is he going to be able to point blank it?
Oh, if you're flowering Freiburg, you got to do this. There's the shot, Freiburg. He makes it happen now. The 1-3. Oh my God. NIP. They're going to pick up that round. 2 rounds in a row here. They're meant to break crossfires, so he has that one tool right now. He's going to look for the kill, and he's going to get the first one. Now, Bayali, he has to be shaking. This is a situation they just cannot lose. Virtus.pro, they finally gained the upper hand, and now GetRight's going to be back. He's looking for the kill. He's playing, yes, the headshot! Oh my God! That is a round that NIP should have never won. but get right with an incredible round 1-on-2.
But they're going to get blasted. Virtus Pro are just going for it. They're going to rush out onto the side. It is a slaughter. Pyjamas is the last.
We've got 16 of the best, if not the 16 best Counter-Strike teams in the world at the moment.
This is epic. They're $250,000, or what sounds even sexier, $250,000.
$250,000. That's a big deal.
Here we go! Can you believe it? That is sensational! And that is unbelievable! 5 seconds left. Swag, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's going to be defused! He can get the kill! And he gets it in style!
Forrest picks it up, and he's gonna have that AK. Oh my god, Forrest!
Ridiculous! Kicks louder and louder, and Get Right gets lower and lower on health. The finish off the drop with a headshot in some style!
4 days of action, and this on the final day promises to be nothing short of spectacular.
You called it, you said it was possible, and he has done it.
NIP, some Swedish legend. NIP, the #1 team in CSGO history, and in big games, these boys deliver.
Going strong, and he does deliver. 1-on-3, and the Americans came at them, and he bit at them one by one by one.
Outstanding. Here's that P90. Exist does his job. Great play from him.
Get right missing a shot. He's going to get the one click, gets another one. Get right on with that.
This is a moment that every player, every caster, every fan dreams of.
Looking back at DreamHack Winter and the loss against Fnatic in the final, we felt very disappointed. It was the one tournament we really looked forward to winning. We put our heart and soul into that tournament, and Yeah, we gave everything and we felt very disappointed, but we managed to come back and rethink.
So I would say that we have converted the loss to something really good.
Look forward and hopefully the next one is yours. So that's what our goal is right now, to actually win EMS Katowice.
I think losing DreamHack has made us more hungry to win here in Poland, and it's only going to make us stronger, I think.
You never know who's going to beat who. This time we've done our homework and we prepared a lot for this tournament, and we just know we're going to win this one. Titan, that's the one match we really need to put our heart and soul into to win. We will play until we are the #1 again. If that meaning that we will have to win every single tournament, we won't stop until we do so.
The major difference between us and the other teams are the fact that we are really consistent. We come to win, and that's exactly what we're trying to do here at EMS as well.
The only team that would be hard to play against with such a crowd would probably be Virtus Pro. They're doing everything they can to beat us. I'll say it again, that we are the strongest team in the world and that we are here in Katowice to prove it.
We have been playing on the big stages before, but I think this is nothing compared to this one at least. And I think they have forgot that NIP is still there and is still a big threat to everyone else. I just think that everyone who's attending the tournament are equal good to actually win the tournament.
Our biggest rival in CSGO is Titan. It's always been Titan, and I have a good feeling about winning here in Katowice. It's hard to describe. It's just one of those feelings, you know, when you feel like something good is going to happen.
I think people expect us to be ruled over by NIP, but I believe that we can take them off guard because we have done it before, so why shouldn't we do it again?
It's going to be a tough game, but we're in good shape and we should manage to win it.
3D Max, best of one, you never know.
It's going to be really hard for Fifth Player to kind of really deal with that, but he has so many weapons in his arsenal.
LIP looked almost untouchable, not losing players in And if on 3D Max, that's when you get frustrated. When you get right on point, what can you do? What can you do? You can't stop that man. He's just an absolute monster when he gets like this, you know. But, you know, what can you do? As we said, when NIP are on point, NIP are almost untouchable.
We managed to overcome 3D Max on Dust 2 with 16-5 score. Felt like we just had control over the game. I just think that my teammates are allowing everything for me to actually perform on the maximal level.
We have what it takes to beat them. They are one of the best teams in the world. I think we have nothing to lose.
We're gonna face LDLC. They just won over Vox and Ambior, but now they're up against us.
Put the pedal to the metal and go. 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 Put the pedal to the metal and go.
You ain't never seen us so rugged at night. With the cops behind me, the boy is grinding. Keep the cups, enjoy the donuts, serve you waiting and find me. It's not likely, the brains is now out. Chasing the coast with no brakes, slow down. 100 proof octane, ready to drink this. Stop playing, I'm hot, man, give me that pink slip. Time's up, the animals crept through. Leaving in the dust with a pack in the jet fuel. I get eager with the safety pin, take the backseat, now let the games begin, yeah. Get ready, get set, let's roll. Burn rubber in the bit of petrol. Red, yellow, hit green and gold. Breathe it slow.
We got car keys hooked to remote controls. Hit a button that'll smoke any whip you roll. We got car keys hooked to remote controls. Put the pedal to the metal.
The group stage for us went better than I expected. Actually, I thought that we were going to have a harder time against 3D Max and also LDLC, but we played really well, so it's looking really good for us coming into the playoffs.
We knew how they were going to play, so we used it to our advantage and we managed to seal the deal pretty fast. So the key to victory was just to play like a team and just outplay them tactically and team-wise, you know.
I think NIP are going to finish at least top 2.
I think NIP will take it. It will be close, I think, but I think NIP will run away with that.
They're obviously favorites to be in a final and win.
They're pretty much
I wouldn't say guaranteed for the final, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made the final.
They're really pumped for this. They know it's their turn to win. We are going to win. That's my feeling inside.
We're playing Complexity now in the quarterfinals of the EMS Katowice. We watched some demos before we went to the event today, so hopefully it's going to turn out good for us.
They're looking much stronger now, so we have to play really strong if we want to beat them.
But yeah, I think skill-wise they are much better than Complexity, so I think it will be like 2-0 for NIP, like 16-11, 16-12.
Quarterfinals on stage, it's going to be a tough game. I think we could beat them if we really play outstanding. It's going to be tough though, considered the #1 team in the world.
We have studied them for a while now. Just today we studied them as well, the latest match that they played, and we have a pretty good game plan and we know how we're going to secure the win, and I'm betting we're going to win 2-0.
Excellent. Well, here we go. Complexity versus NIP. It's the quarterfinals of the EMS one. 250,000 on the line. Complexity. This is phenomenal stuff.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for Spark going very huge, and you're just gonna look for headshots.
This is a very lopsided NIP defense.
Pushes in.
Gets a next frag. Can he follow up? Swag gets the third frag for him. It's up against Exist. Swag delivers. Can you believe it? That is sensational from Swag, and that is unbelievable. 4 frags for Swag. As the bomb ticks louder and louder. Gets closer and closer. Here we go! Get right, frag number 1, drops nothing, and the second, but Hiko from behind! And map number 1 goes the way of Complexity. They made it look difficult, but look at Sean Garris egging on that crowd. Beautiful Counter-Strike all round. What a map, and we've still got more to come. This is a do or die. Are Complexity a championship winning team, or will pressure like this get to them? Complexity lose round number 1. 1 map down against Complexity. We're about to see whether they can be thrown out as well. Flight Complexity have been brought down to the ground by a Swedish side who had a point to prove, and they've done exactly that.
Now you can see that NIP are not even relieved. They want this first map. They know that nothing is done yet. They need to win the first one if they want to move on.
Complexity 1, NIP 1. It'll be Train to finish us off. Now it's Exist versus Hiko once again. No kick, going for the defuse. Has an enemy coming through. He's going to get the first under the train, gets the frag onto Sean Garris. It's Swag to have to make a move here. He's got 5 seconds left. Swag, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's going to be defused. Swag, what are you doing? Progress to the semi-final, but they have been tested by Complexity, and they have risen to pass the test. MBK, your thoughts on a very entertaining match?
We're going to play Dignitas now in the semi-final. We just execute our game plan and we play good, and we'll make sure to get it to the final.
Going into this match, I'm really confident. Nipis has been playing well, but I think we can do it. It's really time to break this curse.
Yeah, going into the game against NIP is going to be a tough game, no matter what. We know how they play and we know what they're capable of doing.
I do think they're good. They look better at this tournament, but after playing NIP yesterday and the intensity that they brought, I am expecting NIP to win.
We feel confident against Dignitas. The last time we played them was a few weeks ago in Stockholm, DreamHack Invitational, and we won 16-4 or something like this.
It's going to be a tough game. They've played really well so far in this tournament, and we need to play at our best.
Yeah, I'm not so familiar with Dignitas. Obviously, they played lights out to get to this point. I don't think a lot of NIP people expected that. And NIP has so much stage experience. I'm gonna say 2-0 for NIP.
But again, everyone just looks so calm, so ready for this on NFP side. Looks Forrest picks it up, and he's going to have that. Oh my God, Forrest! Ridiculous with that single. And now they have secured themselves the spot into the grand finals right now, where they have secured also a minimum of $50,000, where they could potentially double that into $100,000 if they can beat the victor of Virtus Pro and LGB. But overall, I mean, just looking into that game for NIP, they look just so damn solid the entire time.
We're going for Counter-Strike Global Offensive in the EMS1 Katowice Grand Final, where Virtus Pro take on Ninjas in Pyjamas.
We have had an absolutely phenomenal 4 days of action, and this on the final day promises to be nothing short of spectacular.
This is a moment that every player, every caster, every fan dreams of.
This is crazy. We've never seen anything like this. It'll be interesting to see if Get Right can maintain that high level of play. Plus 80, that's absolutely absurd. Yeah, Bialy, all we've heard about that guy is he's insane. You don't win. Bialy lets you win.
Get Right and Forrest ends up taking on, again, Taz and Neo. So these guys are definitely rivals long before Counter-Strike Source was in, any came out, or Counter-Strike Go came out. Like, it's amazing.
Virtus Pro, they had to qualify for this tournament and they make it here to the grand final against NIP, some Swedish legends. This game is going to be incredible.
Here goes Neo to finish off the job with a headshot in some style. And Virtus Pro. What's next? He's walking around and just walking in a stacked Wonderland. He gets himself a hat-trick of frag. He waited, and then he finished off the job.
Playing the grand final versus Virtus Pro in the Spodek arena in Katowice with thousands of fans watching was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I think, for all of us. I think what went wrong in the finals, from our part at least, was that we just didn't hit our shots. I don't think that we won that many duels coming into both Mirage and Inferno, actually, and you know, everything just seemed off.
It was amazing to play here in Katowice, even though the fans were cheering for the Poles in the final. It still felt that, I mean, they were cheering for a good game, and I don't know, it really didn't feel like we gave them a real good game.
It's just that it just didn't click, and we just ended up losing, and you know, we fell flat.
Before the final started, we had a good feeling. The arena was awesome, the crowd was awesome. When the game itself started, we started out really bad and we played very passive, and the timing was just off and nothing really clicked. So yeah, they won the first map rather easy. It felt like everything was just off in the final, and
180,000 people were watching on Twitch in that first map. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the party. CS is back where it belongs. We're going to get ready for map 2. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise once again. The Swedes are brilliant through groups, are brilliant through brackets, but in the finals, there is the smallest of crack, and a crack that you guys in the crowd can make some noise and make that little bit larger. Cheer on your team. Here we go. It's Passion to finish off the round. That's a hat-trick. Virtus Pro on fire right now. That will allow Freiburg to round the corner, but it won't allow him to get any further. Passion unleashes hell. He gets the fourth. This is sensational play from Passion. For a player like Nick, the biggest players of the game. Nick gets the hat-trick. I do not believe it. 4 points of hell. Who cares? 3 headshots. Pro. It's all on Forest. He gets the first. He doesn't get the second. And MBK, your thoughts on that win?
And it's a sad feeling to actually lose the final for this amazing crowd that was sitting there and watching the game. Of course, they're cheering for the Polish team, but it would still be an amazing feeling to just win the final on this big stage and so on.
Probably the most amazing experience I've ever had in CS. The crowd was amazing, the whole stadium was exploding during rounds, and Virtus Pro played one heck of a game. Even though we knew how they played and they did what we expected them to do, we weren't able to hit our shots, but all credits to Virtus Pro. They did an amazing game and they deserved to win.
We are so pumped. This has been such an experience. Been casting for 10 years. It's amazing that there are still moments like this that we can experience, because this is just crazy.
2 last major tournaments in CSGO, and this is the third one coming up, and we're not gonna let anyone win it from us. My motivation is rising up even higher than it was before, so I'm feeling right now that I'm back in my game and I'm not gonna let anyone down anymore. I don't respect any teams or players out there. I only respect the persons behind the nickname in real life and so on, but going to a server and playing against them, I had no respect at all, and I hope that I can win over them.
But Lethal just the same, and speaking of Lethal, hello Get Right! Actually backfires! Olofmeister forced out into the open, and Get Right with the quad kill!
No way, he's gonna have to sit out of the open, he goes down! Get Right clutches it, it happens again! Oh my god, Get Right! He does it!
Thinking about ESL 1 Cologne here. Our mindset going into this tournament is really that we want to win this one. We fell short on the previous one, as I stated. We've proven that we're one hell of a team and a team to beat, so we feel a lot of pressure. People have put a lot of pressure on us, seeing us as the #1 team. They want to see us perform, and we see ourselves as the #1 team. So.
Forrest is a hurricane of death. He picks up a triple kill and gets an 11-7 scoreline for NIP. What an upset!
It's going to be Forrest. Oh, what a hit! Welcome to the semi-final, Forrest.
I want to just point out how amazing that play from Forrest was.
I've had a few sloppy months as an individual, but coming into ESL 1, I'm here to dominate. I'm here to prove that once again I'm a #1 player.
We had a very weak performance back at Gfinity LAN in London, and that even motivated me more. I've never had like this many playing hours for a few years almost. I feel like in a really good individual shape, and I think that I can really be like a key player in our team. We are like one of the strongest teams in the world. I think we still are the team to beat for people. We know that we are on top, like we know that we are really strong right now.
Freiburg sprays down, great control, takes down 3 members. He won this side, and maybe they're gonna get it. Freiburg, are you kidding me? Angel and Kucha go down. Freiburg comes in, he sprays, Freiburg misses, and at the end, Rings Fnatic. What a play!
Gonna get the second. Freiburg versus Apex. Freiburg wins!
I want to play them and win against them.
We came second on the last 2 events. Being the #1 team on the world rankings, we have to win here. We can't lose. Personally, when I walk onto the big stage, I just shut everything out, and we're playing really good as a team. That's the difference. I really look forward to playing on the big stage here in Germany, because I really think that the audience here will cheer for us.
Oh, for the smoke shot! Assist, are you joking?
Nearly, he did spot him though. What a hit! It's Exist, and Exist goes up big. The 2 players from the first half who were on song go head to head, and Exist wins the round and wins the smile.
We're only here to win. We're not going to be happy with a second place. We want to be the winners this time.
The mindset coming into this tournament is, I guess it's a little bit skeptical, but it's third time's a charm. The team synergy and the team spirit is great right now. We got a lot of practicing coming into this tournament. I'd say, myself included, that we are very prepared for this tournament. See, we've been playing for 2 years and we have yet to win a major. The mindset that we are coming into this tournament with is nothing but a win. So it would mean a lot to me and my team to win here.
Oh, but Fiflaren, are you joking? He's gonna pick up a triple kill, goes for the US, but they do it! Fnatic, they have no money left!
And he's only got to hit him once. Will he find him first? Oh, Fiflaren hits! And Fiflaren had to go quickest in.
I just want my team to win.
second major of the year for Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yes, and it's the third major in total, of course. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. This is going to be a bit of a milestone, I feel like.
This is what we've all been waiting for. We've got the 16 best teams in the world here. This is it. You have like 3-4 teams that should make it out of the group phase, and you're going to have 2 of them going home. It's cutthroat. 2 losses and they're out.
You know, this first game here will pretty much set the tone for the rest of the tournament. So we have to play our A game. We can't underestimate them. We don't know anything about them.
For the fire.
Today, we start off with the #1 team in the world, NIP, taking on the #10 team in the world, Epsilon.
We are going to see who gets out first seed and second seed in the groups. Watching Hellraisers versus Epsilon. Pretty big beating that Epsilon dealt out. Now we have to see if they're going to be able to bring the same level of intensity here in their first match versus NIP. I mean, first team in the world. This is a tall mountain that they're going to have to get over. This is their chance to get on the biggest stage in CS history, pretty much.
Yes.
I mean, this is the second major of the year.
Considering yesterday's performance against Hellraisers, 16-1 from the French team, and it wasn't like Hellraisers were playing badly. Epsilon were just so strong.
Going into this already, NIP are thinking, well, we already have two very tough opponents in our group that are capable of taking us out. We have to be on our A game.
Question is it actually enough?
With Ninjas in Pyjamas starting on the CT side on the defense, and Epsilon Esports on the offense.
And now it's going to be down to Get Right here. 1-on-3, goes down. Kyoshima low. Oh my god, Kyoshima, are you kidding?
For the T side is a phenomenal first half here from Epsilon. But then again, it's still NIP, and you don't count NIP out.
It's falling apart for NIP. Exist is going to go down, and Freiburg falls, and the Frenchmen stay alive. Super fighter with 4 kills. Oh, are you kidding? He gets the knife. Then the Formasis out, he only gets 1 more kill, but that might be enough. Absolutely brilliant that NIP are destroyed. That is humiliation, and that's exactly what Epsilon needed to put NIP very far down.
Huge round, and that's got to be soul-shattering for NIP. Currently caught, and there you go. Shoxy with the headshot. Will close it out through the wall, and Epsilon will take first seed in Group A here. Same lineup. Best team in the world, best streak in CS history, best everything, basically. These guys are essentially the Tyrannosaurus Rex of CS. And Epsilon just managed to land the 1 in a million shot, basically, with that blow dart to take them down. NIP, who have made every final of every major so far in CS, and they are now on the brink of getting eliminated in the groups.
What the hell happens if NIP do not make it to the playoffs of this major tournament? If they don't actually make it to the playoffs this time, that would be a disaster. It's going to be either Hellraisers or NIP going through it.
So we have to see if NIP now, are they going to be able to bounce back?
Freiburg sprays down, great control, takes down 3 members.
who got tired of it and decided it was time to end the game. Yeah, it was Freiburg.
And maybe they're gonna get it. Freiburg, are you kidding me? Angel and Kucha go down and no.
The pressure on them is monstrous going into this tournament. Everybody now expects them to repeat history and get into the finals, and this time to change it, to take that finals. All of the pressure is now on them to pick up that major, that they are the ones. It's like they're meant to be the champions of a major, and they have yet to do it. Now they've actually made it possible. They've survived the group.
I was really pumped for the game. I just wanted to win, go to the playoffs, play the best of threes, and I was actually very disappointed that we lost the game. I would have hoped that we would have come up on the groups on top and continue to the bracket with the upper hand by qualifying as the first team in your group.
Take one game at a time. It doesn't really matter if you win or lose. You know, it's win or die.
And I think the main thing is Get Right coming back. And Get Right is still, in my opinion, the best player in the world. And I think if he can come back, then NIP can win the whole tournament.
They have the potential and the experience to do it. So yes, I definitely think they can win it. Yeah.
They have that drive, they have the fire. Every team is going to be more prepared than ever.
NIP is known as a team which starts playing best in the playoffs. Let's see if NIP can wake up, but Sleepy NIP is a better NIP for us at least.
And everyone is trying to peak for this tournament, and they always practice so long for it, and everyone wants to win it, everyone.
At this moment, I think they are in the worst shape that I ever did. I think they will not win the tournament, but with these guys, everything can happen. So
they are not doing good at the moment, but they still has it. They just need to wake up and start to play.
The position we are in right now, it's something that we can benefit from. When I look at all these most important attributes, I can see it in every player in this team. We shouldn't expect any team. We are here to win, so there's no room for respect right now. We had a great discussion, and I think every player is on the same board right now.
All has to come together in these moments. You never know. And each team has to find that one reason that surmounts to that victory. And the best team always wins. No one can ever contest that, and it's never the same team in the same time. It's always variations coming into play, and it gives you the best Counter-Strike you're going to get. NIP's current form is kind of what everyone else is, this enigma of unknown. I think, yes, of course they can do it. You can never write out NIP. They're a team that can thrive off the smallest of benefits, but will they find it here? You don't know.
To get these opportunities to come to a different country is amazing, to see this massive atmosphere.
Like, there's not room for mistakes here, and if you're playing bad in group stages, you're going to go out, and that's just the end of the story for you.
They play really solid, and it seems like they're getting back to their normal form they had before.
That even if they get bad results or whatever, they can still come the best next game to game. So yeah, they definitely still can win the event.
Like, they've been a little shaky at the beginning, but I think they will prevail and go far.
Absolutely, NIP can win any tournament at any time, so they can win it for sure.
Yeah, NIP will have the edge over almost everyone at this time.
But if they do, they're going to be in those finals, and I'd be terrified to be up against them, and I think any other team will agree that.
Of course, it's a dream to win. I mean, today we all play because it's our passion, and we just want to be the best. And when you win, it's like, it's not for the money or whatever. I mean, you just play because you want the glory, you want to be the best.
C9 and NIP, that's tough. I don't know, it could go either way. They're rocky. If NIP gives C9 away an edge, C9 might take it.
I believe that NIP is going to win. I don't think it's going to be easy for them, but I think this is time for them to actually step up their game and show that they have been and still are the best team in the world. So
the matchup against Cloud9 is crazy. It will. I think the map will decide the veto and the picks of the maps and the last round of map, of course. But I think that NIP will do one.
They have had problems with us in the past on multiple maps, so I'd like to think that we're going to come out on top. However, when you play NIP, I mean, it could be a slaughter in their favor, or we could grind one out. So
everyone kind of knows what to expect playing them. I think if we come out playing our game, I think we'll beat them, I'll say in 3 maps.
we have an absolutely brilliant. It's the last quarterfinals here, Steel. It is going to be Cloud9 and NIP.
This is the last American hope out there, and this is NIP, the arguably best team in the world.
Used to be, I would say, the best in the world. I'm not sure I can really say that any longer.
You can turn to me for analysis. I can't analyze that.
And Shroud takes him down just when it matters the most.
This is not what I predicted. It's not what I thought at all.
I said at the start, this isn't the Ninjas in Pyjamas we know anymore. I serious. They have problems.
Final thoughts on that map?
Well, that's it now. Nip are out.
It's the last North American team. It's the last, well, it's not the last Swedish team, but very nearly.
It can go either way at this point. It's whoever wants it more.
They're gonna go aggressive, and Freiburg will just pick up a second, pick up a third. They're all headshots. Just 8 HP, and it's going to be Forrest alone. He's got the bomb, and I think he's actually going to be able to put it down here, but winning a 1-on-3 right now, and are they going to come from here? Flash once, he's waiting. If they peek at the same time, there's the 1 kill. CZ in hand, Shroud is right there. Forrest takes him down. Now it's a triple. Can he get the quad? He's got 5 bullets. He misses the shot, and there's enough time for the defuse. Nothing gonna no! Are you kidding? There's not nothing wrong. Forrest wins it. Are you kidding me? There is a sense of determination coming out here from NIP, almost like they're saying, if you want to defeat us here, it's going to have to be on our 3rd map. We don't want to exit the quarterfinals in just 2. Sean goes down, he go alone, 1-on-3, and NIP, they get the 3rd map! Right on time to see who's going to be going on to the semi-finals in the lower part of this bracket, and who's going to be going home. Do they have what it takes? Have they done the homework? Or do they just have the raw skill to pull it through anyway? Seconds left here, 7, 6 left. Freiburg goes for the kill. He's going to pick it up. If Just Exists survives, he's going to win the round. There's no time. Oh my God, Freiburg, are you kidding me? They win the round because of it. A swift rotation, and I'm not sure they're realizing. 40 seconds left. Forrest needs backup at some point here. They need to kill him quick here. Backup's coming. Forrest still doing a great job hiding. Grenade to follow. Forrest still alive. And oh, they're kidding me. Get that NIP. Absolute resurrection from the ashes. They rise.
That's one of the best series of Counter-Strike I've ever seen. That's classic Nip. That's vintage Nip. That's the Nip that pioneered.
I mean, I told the guys before this match, like, if we win tonight, don't get too excited. This is only the quarterfinals, and we're here to win.
Right now, we're going to move on to our second semi-final, and it is another huge battle for different reasons. First up, our first team onto the stage are a team who no one would have predicted got to the semi-finals, let alone reach the quarters. They were brilliant yesterday, fantastic in group play. Our next team almost need no introduction. They've won multiple championships all around the world, but the one that eludes them at the moment is one of the majors. Please welcome Ninjas in
This is the worst Nip I've seen since they started dominating. You know, they're losing games, they look vulnerable, they're struggling against teams. It just doesn't feel like you can bet against them. Like, as bad as they look, they always find a way to win.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the strength of NIP. They've got 5 players that have so much experience. They have been playing together for so long, they have an answer to every single thing out there and against every single team in the world.
They're getting just crushed every time LDLC actually executes a strategy.
11-2. This is just brutally efficient play. LDLC have taken B like the Ninjas weren't even there. LDLC, this is blinding play.
At this point, I'd have to write them off.
One map in, it's Nuke to go. Nuke versus NIP. But NIP will not die. I'll be happy. He's only got to hit it once. Will he find him first? Oh! Missed that! Forest and Exist come in, and there will be reinforcements. Apex gets one. It's Exist versus Apex, and Exist goes up big. The 2 players from the first half who were on song go head to head. The Ninjas should be booking their place in the 3rd map. He's got all the work to do here. It's Exist 1-on-2. Has a Famas that he's picked up as well. And it is game on. Gets himself a big hit. But no, Exist hits. What a hit! It's all or nothing. 2-on-2. Get right with just 7 points of health, but you wouldn't know it. As Freiburg has himself the kill onto Maniac, and Apex has 2. Will need 4 to win this half 4, or to win this round 4. LDLC gets the first. Can he get the second? Freiburg versus Apex. Freiburg wins! Freiburg disciplined to the end, waiting for something to hit, and it'll be Exist and Get Right at Freiburg, and they're only 1 frag away from the final. It's Kaylee versus NIP. Can he deliver?
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the end. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. It's Forest alone in a 1-on-3.
Larendon exists to come charging in, and Snacks to go mowing them down. One more will do it, and then is Pro. It's all on Forest. He gets the first. He doesn't get the second.
Not for the first time like DreamHack, not for the second time like in Poland, but we're at our third major. On top of all that, we have two historic brands in the building, NiP versus Fnatic. And much like sports rivalries, Fnatic beat him in the very first one. NiP's been second place in every one. Is this the one they take home?
This is revenge time for NIP, or it's Fnatic's turn to take it once again.
It's crowded. Everybody wants to see this final. This is the final we were hoping for in the end.
And this is it. This is the big time. So it's just absolutely amazing. And it's going to be too close to call.
These exact teams met in the first major in the finals. Fnatic ended up taking that one home. NiP is obviously really thirsty for blood.
Right, are NiP going to realize their destiny? This is it. This is the moment. NiP need to show that they truly are the greatest.
That's amazing. Fnatic with a fantastic start already in this map. We are going to grind you into the dust right from the start, NiP. Fnatic, this is all about ending this 2-0, not letting it go to a third map.
4-11 would be a really ridiculous comeback from NIP if they could do that in the second half.
And NiP will pick up the pistol round here. It was crucial that they do so, and they do it in very fine fashion. NiP evolved live here on this map. They're going into each official match, and they're getting better each and every time when they come out of them. He has to drop that man, and there you go. He spots JW first before and coming out ahead for NiP.
How did nobody see each other? It looked like they were just scoped up against each other for such a long time. That's a huge kill. Buffy Flaren is there with a quick double end. It will be Pronax left. Buffy Flaren with a triple kill. And that's about time that Robin Johansson steps it up, and he will do it. Pronax, tactical genius here. Now Freiburg is going to be walking around. That bomb is down, and Freiburg looking for a way to equalize the situation. He's going to be walking up, spots Pronax here in the corner, takes him down, turns around for the 180, still 15 bullets left. Freiburg launches it, are you kidding? It's going to be a double, he does it again, and again, and again! What's going on? Fnatic have the advantage, but not anymore. This is the rebirth, the perfect time to peak in the whole tournament. Has to be in the grand finals.
Of all the times to have your star performance, it is now in the first map on Cobble that Fnatic have picked to mess with your heads. And NiP, they're responding magnificently right now. Never really finding a way to get back into that game. We have to see if they can recover here on Cash, which will be our second map. Hey, there's Olafmeister gets one. Pronax still alive with the 5-7, picks off, and Florence is just too quick, and he could get the second frag, but JW's too quick. The rotation will be coming in from Fnatic. The crucial kills have to come through, and so far Fnatic are lighting them up, but it's going to be Crims with an insane flick shot. What a headshot on Forest.
Still picks up a grenade, another kill, a quick triple. JW crushing NIP in this bomb site.
Pronax will tomb them, and Fnatic take the second pistol. This is now a brutal turnaround. NiP, this is their map to boot, and nothing is going their way. Fnatic on the brink of picking up their second major title. This is the first time in history that a team would collect 2 major titles. Fnatic, with Pronax at the helm, could be the team to do it.
Scoreline so far is 1-1. Going into Inferno, I do favor Fnatic on this map.
This is going to be NiP fighting against Fnatic to take this title, and it's only fitting that they do so as well.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A spotlight shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night. Live every day as if it's your last. All memories been read like beacons of the past.
Exists. Freiberg does return, picks off Pronax. He's still here though, and he's going for more. 2 big frags. The third man is here, however, and Freiberg has to back off. But Freiberg somehow opens it up single-handedly. All 3 frags.
Brutal Fnatic, that could really rock them. Freiberg comes in, he sprays. Freiberg misses, and it's the ace. He picks it up single-handedly. Wins Fnatic. What a play. Oh, for the smoke assist. Are you joking? Solid right coming up from behind, but he's also alone in a 1-on-2. Throws out another grenade here, gets up another kill. Is it happening again? Pronax is alone. That bomb is in the middle of nowhere. He's going to have to sit down. And he goes down. Get right, clutches it. It happens again. Oh my God, get right. He does it. That's a 3rd round in a row, and that might be the last strike that Fnatic have. They're gonna do it. It was the calm before the storm, and Forest is a hurricane of death. He picks up a triple kill. Oh, but Fiflaren, are you joking? He's gonna pick up a triple kill. Goes for the USP, not gonna get the quad, but they do it. Fnatic, they have no money left.
Forest does it. Headshot on Pronax to slow things down, and Freiberg, brilliant position. Massive damage dealt. 15-13, and NIP match at map point. They might finally take a major. 2nd at DreamHack, 2nd in Katowice, and now at Gamescom in Cologne.
The first thing that comes to mind is how amazing it feels to actually win a major. We've had a really rough time this tournament. We've been losing maps and games that we shouldn't have, and there's been a lot of close games. So it's just it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and obviously it feels good to actually play good on the final map of the finals after being subpar. My team is, they're world class. They're the best, and I couldn't be happier. I'm speechless.
Come to the finals, the last 2 majors, and finally we were able to win it. It's the 3rd Lucky Charm. I just feel completely happy right now. I have no words even what to say. I'm so happy.
Holy shit! So finally we were able to win a freaking major. 3rd time is the charm, I heard. Felt amazing to beat Fnatic as well in the final. They won the first major, and it feels awesome.
I'm so happy right now. It's amazing. It's like I had a feeling that we were gonna win. So it's so amazing. I don't know.
Awesome feeling to feel, and I hope that we can continue this and winning more tournaments.
I'm kind of still speechless, and I felt almost that I wanted to cry in the end, but yeah, I'm just happy right now.
Second time Pronex with one Freiburg. Oh my God! He's free! It's a double kill looking forward. He comes down to Forest. NIP got a kill. We'll get the opening assist. That's one by Ghost. Kill gets a double. One more kill. That's a
Standing, can he go down and get right? It is the form of his life. Simply unplayable. Gets it, and the man is coming alive in these finals.
I have been casting major events for 10 years. My heart rate has never been this high. We are in the esports theatre of dreams, and it never fails to deliver here in Poland. This is absolute magic for anyone who enjoys esports.
Welcome back to ESL 1 Katowice. We are ready to get underway, so without further ado...
Like I said before, I think they're confident playing him out. I'm going to have to go with NIP.
So I'm going to go with NIP, and I'm going to double down on NIP. And
we will take everything back. What they have stolen from us to build their empire. We take it down with
We are underway, so let's get straight in the game. NIP are coming into this one as the top seed. They are starting out as the T side up against Counterlogic Gaming.
Stunner from Freiburg, just a brilliant start for them. Just getting themselves warmed up on the big stage as well.
NIP looking a dominant T side so far on morale. Although the rest of the team, it's all sorts of fake, but Freiburg was ready. Really, this is going to be everything for CLG.
It has to start now, there's no other way of looking at it. It looks like a disaster for CLG.
They don't make mistakes in the group stage, they don't leave it to the last minute.
What a game from NIP, really just showing us that they are not a team to be doubted. And of course, you know, every single time, every single major, they get to that grand final, and they seem to be taking the first steps towards doing so.
Like yesterday, I didn't show as much as I could, but I feel confident about my own form, and I suppose I will show it in the playoffs.
Coming into Katowice, it's a great tournament here in Poland. There's a lot of fans. Like, it's the biggest tournament at all we've ever attended, even from last year. There was so many people watching in the grand final, and we lost it to Virtus Pro. So
it was one of the most disappointing finals overall for my personal career, mostly because we didn't stand up.
We have a really high desire to win this tournament, and we're here for revenge.
When we lost the final last year, all I want to do now is go up there again and play against Virtus Pro and beat them.
I feel that NIP don't need a star, but I definitely have the potential to be a star player.
I felt that I haven't been on my highest level the past couple of weeks or months, so I really put in a lot of hours to prove myself that I am one of the best players in the world, and I think so far it's been proven correctly here, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we will win here in Katowice.
I suppose if I can do my role correctly, we will win this event. We are not scared of them. To win the tournament, you always have to beat the best teams, and we really have want to prove and to show the world that NIP is becoming where they should have been these past few months.
I think we all figured it out how we want to play, and we all agree that we play as a team and we win as a team, and that's our motivation right now. And so we don't care about who gets the frag as long as someone gets the frags.
Individually, I feel like I'm on a good level right now, but going into the playoffs, everyone needs to step up, and so do I.
I can see myself standing on stage with a trophy in my hand. I know the feeling since we won in Cologne, and it was one of the best feelings I've ever had in my life. And I want to do everything I can to be able to have that trophy in my hand once again.
Winning in Spodek Arena would be amazing. The atmosphere there is just different from everything else, and
for this year it's become even bigger, and this is something that me personally wants to win. The crowd that were on that big stage last year, it was just a wonderful feeling to be there, and I just want to make everyone proud of myself.
I've had for almost a year now, and ever since we've been here at Spodek Arena, lost to Virtus Pro 2-0 in the final, I've had this huge regret knowing that we could have done so much better. So I've been dreaming of this day when it would be us lifting the trophy instead of Virtus Pro. So
against TSM, it's gonna be a hard game. I feel we are the more skilled team, so I expect us to win, but it won't come easy.
They're a really strong team, and they kind of knew how we play, so it will be a tough game for sure, but I think that if we play our game, we should win it and go to the semifinals.
The game against TSM that's coming up in the quarterfinal here at Katowice is going to be a tough one. It's a team we've been practicing a lot lately, and they know our play style and we know their play style.
I think we have their number though. We have beaten them several times online and on LAN before, so it should be, we should win the game.
But the thing we have an edge on them is that we're much stronger.
If we come to the finals and I'm standing there against any opponent who's standing in front of us, I just want to be after 3 hours after the game is done, standing there with a trophy, hearing the crowd screaming my name and my team's name, and we're victorious on this tournament.
It's a dream to win here.
Thank you very much, Alex. That is going to be an amazing game. We are the last quarterfinals of this major tournament.
It's a tough call because I do believe that TSM really needs to step up their play from compared to day one. But at the same time, NIP, the pressure is mounting and building to bigger heights.
Gets one
stun grenade and gets the kill on Cajun. Forrest going to take down Debris. Harrigan, Sipnix with good kills, but Aloe comes in, takes one, takes two. An enormous amount of damage from the Molotov, way too much. Cajun goes down. Bomb plant, right position, get right. What a flick comes out there. Forrest, Wild Flash, going to take down Sipnix. What a big kill. He's ready with the ult, he scopes through, he knifes him, oh my god! Takes down Device, he's gonna get gutted in. But this is a disaster. Forrest with a quad kill in the round. It was a 2v3, oh and there it is! Yeah right, last man standing. Device, that draws speed, he's gonna go down. If that had been the old C set, it would have been no issue at all. Get right, trying to AWP. 1v2, running up here, P250 out, jumping and shooting, he gets one more kill, looking for it, he's got him hunted down, time is up, oh my god, Garrett, you're gonna be kidding me, he gets the last kill in 1 second left! Second kill, and it goes down to Debris. Debris just doing so much work in this round, Get right, drops the bomb as it tries to cross over, and he's in a good position, oh what? Oh my god, that's Get right, getting a jumping shot!
NIP up against TSM, with NIP prevailing in quite a convincing fashion. So Inferno is going to be our second map.
Lanterners always show up on this map, and
so it seems like any doubt that they did have about NIP has been blown away with that Dust 2 game. And so our Des thinks NIP.
They really can here. Debris takes down one. He's jumping. They're in the back here. Gets another one. Get right. Still holding it down. Debris. Oh, he gets it as well. What a round from Debris. That is a big clutch 1v3. About 10 bullets left. And oh my god, he gets it. TSM 6 rounds in. What a clutch from Sipnix. You should know he sees Aloe as well. He wants to see if there's another one he can kill. He spots both of them. He gets one. Oh my god, that is insane. Takes down Aloe and Freiburg. What a next level play. It looks like it's the end here on Inferno for NIP. This is a disastrous situation, in fact, for NIP. The tables have been turned since Dust 2. Were you expecting this?
Not really. I don't think anyone was. Or if someone says they were expecting this, then I think they're lying.
This is the third map here at the quarterfinals. Seems to me that in spite of that really impressive victory over on Inferno, people still feel like NIP have what it takes now. Is tied, and they must be feeling the pressure now. TSM, they can't get up this round. NIP has to be stopped right here. Clicking down there, no bonfire yet, and there it is. They're going to stop it. Can they actually pick it up? The bomb is there. Harrigan can't drop it, he's in, running and get the kill, get it going, it's a double kill, looking for more, he goes down to Forrest, NIP gonna kill NIP, or the very last rounds of this match, it feels like they're starting to wake up.
Force and Get right. You don't ever want to face those two guys in a 2 on, well, even if you were 3 or 4 guys, it's always going to be scary.
we want to take them down, they want to take us down, and it's all going to be to the best team to just win and go into this Podek arena.
Fnatic is waiting in the finals tomorrow. Does that play at all into your mind?
No, not right now. We can't think about that now. We have Envy in front of us and we have to beat them.
The core of Envy actually were like the biggest opponents of NIP when they were going like 87-0, whatever their record was. This is a replay of the last DreamHack, so there's no doubt in my mind that NIP really, really want to win this. And as you heard from Exist, they really, really are prepared for this.
In the mind of Envy, they've already won this. They've done this before.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Ninjas in Pyjamas up against Team Envious. And this is the semi-final to see who will join Fnatic in tomorrow's grand final. The reload, Get Right will get the second. NIP take the pistols. And that's what all that warm-up time was for. Get Right and Forest come around and, well, they just clean up. And 5-0 will be enough, but now it is Happy. 2-on-1 situation. This in-game leader, can he do enough? Flicks around, will get one. He's going to have to sneak into the smoke. Not going to work out for him. And that will be map point. It's a fantastic start for NIP, hoping that they could see themselves making it to the 5th major run-in. We'll see how it works out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God! Pistols are working wonders here. Team Envy have got themselves a couple of kills, one more to go. Exist holds steady. I think he's going to turn this one around, but he's got 3. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can. Sadly, no time. He is in a 1-on-3 situation. Is it going to be enough? Happy comes around the side. To even try and salvage the situation for Envy here. And this has gone from bad to worse. This would be match point for Ninjas in Pyjamas to make it through to the final against Fnatic. Really get the surprise on Smiths. He comes around, you bet your life he does. That's the all down. Oh, he's got the bot carrier down. This is NIP looking to win this one and go through to the final. Smith's the last man standing. Looks across.
Welcome to the ESL One Katowice Finals. Today, we will make history. Now it's time to prepare ourselves for the grand final. 16 teams was what we started with. Now just 2 remain.
When you think of NIP, you think of finals every major. You think of these strong performances. They are known for showing up in their big matches. But when you say that, you also have to consider they've been in every major final and they've only won 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Here we go. It's the ESL One Counter-Strike Global Offensive Grand Final. The pounding heart of esports beats louder here in Katowice.
The world's best Counter-Strike players are now on stage.
Fnatic have armor, they've got a great crossfire setup. There's almost no way out of this for Freiburg, but he's going to have to try. Giving up at this point is definitely not an option. Walks in, what a headshot, takes one, keeps spraying, that's a double. Now he's got the clock up, look at that, oh, it's a flusher. He can finish it for the triple. NIP is now in a lot of trouble.
Forest with 2 big headshots, Crimson Pronax both down.
And there it is, NIP. They get the wires cut, they win the round. And now the game is definitely on. And the Tech-9 not enough, but oh, what a shot from Exist.
And this is Nip with momentum right now. Look at these shots they're hitting. Exist with that shot top mid.
Goes down. It's Freiburg and Exist left. 2v3. They're on either side of the map, and Exist, he's done it before. He's going to have to do it again. They're coming around the corner. He gets one, tries, gets two. Oh, Exist, and now Freiburg in a 1v1 versus Flusher.
He'll come out on top, get right down. Forrest now into the site. Allo is all that's left standing for NIP, and he will get out of there. Fnatic take it. Fnatic will go to a map point up.
Fnatic running away with it. Allo alone, and there it is. Fnatic, they claim Dust 2.
This is what we live for, and this is Fnatic versus NIP, the grand final. He's ready. Are you Katowice? Make some noise!
What an opening to take down Olofmeister.
Olofmeister's in. It's easier said than done. Allo has his hat-trick frag. Forrest and Freiburg downed elsewhere. Is this the moment when Allo truly announces himself to the world stage? Looking to stop them in their tracks. Headshot, Olofmeister down, Pronax out for the count, it's Flusher or bust, and Allo gets it, and the man is coming alive in these finals. Back. Going down and just opens up to stop Olofmeister taking a dangerous position. Frag number 2 for Get Right is Flusher. JW might be the third, but Freiburg will take it off his toes. And there's Freiburg's double, and NIP come alive to the sound of fragging once more. It's Crims about to open up coming into A on Forrest, but it's Pronax who will get there first. Get Right has his second frag. Will he go for number 3? Will he get number 4? Unbelievable play from Get Right. He's got 4. JW is the last man standing, and he'll go down. And Get Right is in the form of his life. Simply unplayable.
It was in Cologne at Gamescom, and the one map where NIP took it away from them was on Inferno against pretty much all the odds.
It's weird because like my brain and my knowledge of demo watching and just watching how Fnatic's been so dominant on this map over the last year, just slaughtering people on CT, seeing that they're starting CT makes me want to pick Fnatic. But something about Majors and NIP and just this vibe I get from this team.
Wow, it's been a slaughter. And I was going to say Crims, but no more! Pronax wins the round for Fnatic.
See if they can rush here before the rotation gets in. Crims missing the shot, he goes down to Allo. Or it's very important that they stabilize here. And Flusher's going ham with the P90, getting up 2 kills. Olofmeister to take Freiburg. It's back and forth, and JW falls, and I'm not sure how. Careful, because Olofmeister's very nearly dead. And oh, Allo, what a shot! He gets the triple kill, and now it's all on Olofmeister. One grenade out. Olof fakes it here, and Allo gets the kill, and it's a quad in the follow-up round. NIP steal it back.
Big stuff from Forrest. Flusher and Pronax down as they try to make entry in towards B. And
hit just yet, but he could in a second. This combination, the crossfire is so powerful. Allo with the 1, gets the double, goes for the triple, and there it is. Allo cleaning up. And that will be the round for NIP, 14-5.
Welcome to Counter-Strike, ladies and gentlemen. The game is at its peak. You could ask for no better entertainment.
Flusher will get the opening assist. That's 1 by, goes for the kill, gets a double. 1 more kill, that's a triple kill.
It's JW who'll bring that number down to 2. And here we go. Fnatic are on the verge. Allo says no. And there are not much health left across those Fnatic players either. Allo and Get Right versus Olofmeister alone now. And it will be Get Right that pulls NIP back from the brink and delivers the defuse.
Grand finals, Pronax and Crims. They just need 2 kills here, and they will win it. For the second time, Pronax with 1 Freiburg. Oh my God! He's freezed and he gets both kills! And the grand final continues! 15-13!
Oh my God, I'm at a
game here. It's NIP on the CT side, it's CLG on the terrorist side.
Catches one off guard. That's actually the Molotov as well.
Hans, great back hit. Freiburg can't smoke it off either. He's crouching and he wants to see JDM and he's going to get the shot as well. Great clutch from Freiburg, gets a double. 16-13 in favor of NIP, and they defeat CLG on Dust 2 in the first game here.
But it's going to be NIP versus TSM now, the winner's match of Group A. Victory there, 16-3 in the end, going over to TSM in their win over Ninjas of Pyjamas.
With two from Pit, dancing around as he's trying to find a third, and he does through the smoke with the 5-7. Havoc is looking a little shaken, and he is going to be eliminated as well.
On in, is he going to spot? He will see the shoulder and tries to go for it, lands a headshot and Pasha's down. The ladders are good for this kind of burst. He's not hitting yet, but he's going to try it one more time. It's just going to take a single good burst. He reloads quick, he's up back. Oh! He's going to get it!
I'm sitting here in Cluj, about to play
the DreamHack Major.
The last major of this year.
Super stoked and excited to be here.
Looking forward to the competition.
Feels great.
I love DreamHack. I've been to a lot of events in Sweden, and I think it's really fun that they host events in different countries, having the open tour.
New places, new environments, meet new fans, so it's overall good.
Allo is our crazy Finn, also our main opera.
One of the best operas in the world, in my opinion.
Then we have Forrest, one of the best of all time, really laid back dude.
Then we have Freiberg, and Freiberg is one of those guys that gets you motivated to play.
He's the so-called entry fragger, aka tank.
We have to get right. I would say he's like the superstar of the team, I guess.
One of the absolute best players in the world. We have Exist, the in-game leader of the team. Very strong and aggressive player.
Very extremely talented game as well.
Personally, I feel really confident coming here.
Definitely hitting my shots more and more for each day that goes by.
I feel on a good form right now, individually.
I've been training a lot more, like how to think, how to do in situations, my aim as well, but having a more, how to say, positive attitude towards the game as well.
It would mean a ton to lift a trophy again. We haven't lifted a trophy in a long, long time. I would be super happy to know that our team really is one of the greatest and always will be. So it would mean a whole lot for the team and for myself.
The game against Titans started really bad. We were losing like 8-0 or something.
We got off to a really, really bad start.
The T-side wasn't really what we expected. We were kind of locked in our positions. We played. People didn't take their own initiatives, and
I think the main reason for that was because we hadn't played CS for like 2 days and we felt rusty, and
we fell far behind really quickly, and we couldn't really figure out how we wanted to play the T-half.
I don't know if the general team play and communication weren't there, so...
As everyone knows, it takes some time for NIP to get into a tournament, and we kind of always start slow.
Nothing really worked at the T side, but we kind of came into the game when I joined the CT side, in the pistol round, and we made a game out of it. We only had 2 rounds to work with, though. If we would have had 2 more T rounds, I think we would have won the game.
But they both survive, and now it's all on Forrest. 1 versus 4. He takes down Existence, but this is a task that might be too big, even for Forrest right now. He's got the health for it. He needs to find 1 kill at a time, and Scream is going to shut it down. It will be Titan to take it over NIP 16-13. What a
Compared to the T-side, we went out to a great start and managed to pick round by round and getting really, really close to the comeback, but we managed to choke at the 15-13. I truly believe we could have gotten the comeback, and I'm most certain we would have won the overtime as well, but it didn't happen this time, so we just refocused. Going in to the Liquid game, I'm pretty sure everyone was in the same mindset as against Titan. We knew we could do a much better start compared to the Titan game, and even though we lost the pistol against Liquid, we managed to get the first weapon rounds. We just kept going ST, so we managed to grab 10 rounds, and from there on we felt pretty safe and comfortable in the situation we were in.
We played a lot more focused and more with the team whenever we took control of any part of the map, and I think we had great communication as well. Everyone knew what to do, there were no question marks when we played the game, and everything was straightforward, so yeah.
Well, for starters, against Liquid we played a better map for us. It was Mirage, and it's easier for our style to play Mirage because it's more like a pick and play map. And simple tactics work good on that map.
They managed to get up to 11-11, but then we sealed the deal.
Elige has to be even more careful because he has to hug that box. If he even shows his buttocks, he'll get shot down. That's exactly what happens as Forrest is able to find and follows up with Nitro inside jungle. Buckley getting only one in return. But down to Forrest as well, so 3 kills. We're coming back to you.
can see the end. We rise up through the thunder. We let the sound ascend. You're falling down and under. You can see the
Show the last man remaining as we talk over. This can only go one way, really.
We let the sound ascend. We let the sound ascend. We let the sound ascend. We let the sound
Yeah, so tomorrow we are gonna play against VP or Titan, and it's gonna be a tough game for sure. Titan has beaten us twice now, even though it's been close.
It would be sweet to get revenge against Titan.
I think I would like to play Titan again because I really think that we fucked up the game. It more felt that we lost the game than they won the game, even though they played well. But I still think that we can beat them. I want to prove it against them here now tomorrow.
Well, it's the first step of the tournament to go through the hard group stage in the tournament like this, which all the teams here are really strong. So it's the first step of many steps that we will have to take to go to the final, which is where we want to be.
did he kill him?
Well, it feels great, of course, because now we secured a place in the playoffs, and I guess it was a stomp.
We started playing cash. They were leading like 13-7 or something like that, and that's kind of when we mounted our comeback. Somehow we won some impossible rounds like 2-4 retakes and stuff like this as City. So it was very odd that we won cash. Going to Dust 2, I think Titan just tilted in the way they lost on cash.
They only got one round and Alan Forrest was just carrying everyone. As me, I was just sitting there and waiting till the round was over every time. It was actually kind of a nice feeling to just basically do nothing, but we win as a team, we lose as a team, so I'm just happy that we won.
People are saying that TSM is like the rank 1 team in the world, which I can agree on to some point, but I feel like they fear playing against us more. They have much more to lose.
It's gonna be a fun game.
It's gonna be a tough game, but we've been beating them recently pretty comfortable, so we know that we have the skill and we know we have what it takes to win over them.
Playing against them historically, we have had very tight games. So it's going to be an even match, I think.
And I think it's going to be really even.
Now, since there's also, of course, a LAN tournament, and it's always nerves and, you know, whatever reason can come up there, some problems or mistakes and so on. So I just hope that we will eliminate all those small stuff and we can just keep on rolling.
And eventually we will win.
It's going to be NIP starting on the CT side of Train, and TSM going to be starting on the Terror side. Instant kill with that M4. Allo gonna take down Cajun, and Typic's now last man alive. Back aside, not gonna survive. It's Freiburg with the double kill, and NIP making that retake look easy.
Was the only cover which we to buy, but look, those days are gone now. They've been replaced with the tune of a way more somber song out. Could we let it go
He's going down. Kerrigan picks it up for the last round. What a performance.
I need to find out what kind of vitamins Freiburg's been taking, because this is off the charts. He's carrying NIP right now. Ball is down, but he doubles away from Device and it's Forrest now. 1 versus 2. Trying to see if he can stop this diffuse here. He's only got the AWP. They're going to put a Molotov in, but no, it's not even going to get cancelled. They walk out, they line up. Forrest gets the 1 kill. Device, he knows where he is, but how is he going to stop him? Forrest, he gets the clutch, and that's going to be NIP now. 12 rounds. What a clutch, and what a round from Forrest.
train. We had a really good start, and I think that kind of motivated us to like actually think that we can win this game. And from that point when we played CT, when we went over to T, we just kept on rolling on the momentum we had, and we won a lot of important rounds, and we just shut them down on train. And we moved on to Dust 2, and I mean, we talked about it, like we shouldn't just relax now, we won one game, we have to win one more to get to the semi-finals, so we kept on going hard, and I think we all played a really great game, both as a team and individually, all of us. Going into the semi-finals against Navi will be a really tough game. We played against them for a few games online. They are really strong. They rely a lot on their upper Guardian, so I think it will come down to how well we play, like how well coordinated we will be as a team, and just play as good as we did yesterday. Get momentum going and just shut them down. I think we'll be fine.
Goes down regardless to Flamey, and with the smokes off, Exist can't find his second angle to deny the bomb plant, so yet another for Navi. Great shot that time though by Exist. Zeus compensates again. So much hinging on this round for NIP because that round loss bonus, has been reset like you say, and if this goes back the other direction in the middle of the round, it could be all over. It's going to come to the one-on-one. Steve goes for that subtle flank. He comes through the Z connector. And he's going to continue hunting forward as well. He just has to play this out. He's got the advantage of time because the bomb is getting much closer to going off here and Exist. This is such a gamble with this off in his hands. He actually hits this, but there's no time regardless. It's still going to go to Navi.
Already misses out on the kill on Ali there. Actually just going to spread out. It's like, oh my god, that shot was absolutely
Guardians definitely arrived today. 2 kills again for him. Be a hope for NIP at this point. They need a pick regardless, and they're going to get swarmed with the knife as well from Steez. He's going to pick up the extra money and now close this out. Second kill should allow him to go for this plant, but Flamey's going to force it. He knows he's on the side, he knows he's stuck, and now he's got low HP, and Flamey gets both of them. But Guardian's left, and he's able to take Get right before he passes any further around that corner. 1-on-3.
det känns helt fantastiskt att vara på hemmaplan som DreamHack ändå är för oss. Man har växt upp här själv och spelat, och NIP har ju växt upp här. Man har spelat ute i biocken själv som liten kid under NIP-flaggan för många herrans år sedan. Till att se hur det är idag, och så kollar man på hur stort CS faktiskt har blivit. Tänk dig ändå vilken lång väg det har gått från att det var ett litet skrubbspel som stod nere i hörnet, som det faktiskt var där ett tag, till att nu är det shit, det är det största som finns. Och vi kan klappa oss på bröstet ordentligt för det där, för det ska vi alla vara stolta över. Det är vi som har gjort det tillsammans.
Många tajta rundor som sätter.
Ja, fan vad många rundor vi tog. Alltså close-rundor alltså.
As everyone knows, we had Michael Lelle as the stand-in for this event due to Pyth's injury, and I think he did an awesome job this entire event. He did his role perfectly. I had a talk with him for every map, so he really knew what he was supposed to do in our game plan, and it just worked out perfectly. I was actually surprised when I worked from home during Star Series. I think I actually put in more hours than I would have done if I was actually at the event, because I was never interrupted by admins doing photo shoot, doing anything else that you have to do at an event. I could solely focus on watching demos this entire weekend. I think I watched demos for maybe at least 10 to 15 hours this weekend.
Having Threat not being at the tournament was going to be a new thing, but he managed to do a really good job in terms of studying opponents and really giving us some key notes.
Our expectations for the tournament wasn't that high up. We were forced to have a stand-in for the tournament because of Pyth's injury. Playing with Michael is it's some special in a way, because we know him since before, and he's always been a nice friend of mine, and I like him as a person a lot. So it was a good stand-in for us to have on the tournament, and he performed well. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. It's just positive things. He played his heart out.
Playing with Michael was fun. It felt good to be winning a tournament as well with Michael. I think people, at least us, in the past, we should have at least won a few tournaments there, which we lost close. So it felt kind of justified that we got to lift the trophy with Michael. One that we didn't lift before, and it felt pretty good, and he did a tremendous job as a stand.
It seems like we had a pretty good day, both for the days we had a group stage, and we didn't really have any difficulties in general. Of course, the first game against Hellraisers were a little bit annoying because we didn't start well in the beginning, but yeah, we managed to come first in the group, so we're happy with it.
This is in a 1 versus 1, not a scenario that should have come out of this round, and actually he's going to clutch it out. So running all the way in, barrels onto the side, finds 1 and 2 there.
The Hellraisers game didn't turn out to be an easy one in the beginning, at least. We were very comfortable with how the T side ended. So as CT, we just had a control. That's what I felt like.
Against Godsend, getting overpass was a pretty decent pick for us, because we thought before the game that they don't really have too much things on it, and we have not too much, not too little. We're gonna give everything, and we just pretty much kill them everywhere on the CT side. We didn't really have any big problems.
After we beat Godsend, it was a weird feeling. I was hoping for a more intense game. Obviously I want to win, but it was too comfortable almost.
They didn't perform the well that they should be, but they have just started teams. Anything can happen, you know.
Going into the Astralis game, it's always a fun matchup for us to play. It always turns out to be a bit close, like close games and really exciting games to play. Even though they stomped us the first map, which kind of took us off guard a bit. On Dust 2, Device had a really good game on the first half. I think it was destroying us. He had like over 20 kills the first half. They were leading 11-4, and things started to look a bit grim. Once we managed to come back from that, we were just in a very good state of mind and were able to win overpass as well.
Nice after-plant position just to stop any rotations. Makalele with 2 crisp headshots, and another round for NIP back on the board. It was a hard time in the beginning, but then some sort of a power we found inside ourselves, and we turned the game around, and we just start playing like we wanted to, and go into the last one, which we were also overpassed, like against Godsend. We felt pretty confident, and we have beaten Astralis before on overpass, so we know pretty much how they're playing it. And we know that we had like this some sort of a X factor, and that's Makalele, because people are not used to play against him that much on overpass since he hasn't played official games as Mars. So we continue to having more than a year now track record on LAN against them and winning all the games. So it's nice.
In the semi-final, we played against Cloud9, which was an exciting game as well. We haven't played them for a long time, and they've been putting up some good work, some good results overall in terms of LAN and online over in North America. So we were a bit anxious to see how they would play and what we could do against them. And it turned out that we had their numbers beat. It was a quite comfortable win overall. Never really felt any danger at all, so it was smooth sailing.
Automatic going for this peak, hasn't managed to find the kill this lead. One player alone, it's going for the frag, and this time Makalele picks up the orb. Makalele! That's it, sure. Much to ask, and that is it. NIP, they have taken this one, they win their semi-final, and they are on to that grand final. Wow.
G2 is one of those teams lately who has been performing really good, at least when Shox turns up to play, and Scream's there to back him up. They are a formidable opponent to play against, and I think they've shown it in the past as well that they can really be the #1 team in the world.
Playing against the French guys in the final was a nice feeling to know that you can play against them, because I don't think we have a pretty good track record over them, so it was really good to get some sort of revenge over them.
Drops and both kills coming in for an IP. Very efficient stuff from them.
Try and push it into the quad with that deep. They are down, and Forrest through the smoke. He's got shocks.
Yeah, he's getting pumped up before we like to see from Forrest.
2 versus 2 with Get Right. He's in the corner, but Michaelele's hit shocks up close, and Michaelele's got body down as well.
Down with the AK. Apparently he finds 2 kills out of nowhere. This could be a 4-on-2, and Body, he goes down as well. Exists going absolutely ham right now.
Wide of this APC, but he's got to watch out for flashes. He does it successfully as Get Right starts it off. He finishes it. One back, but Get Right Forrest have a crossfire set that is well established. Finally, Get Right will go down to the AWP, but Forrest will dance back to the left of the boxes, and he is going to close out the round himself.
Forrest stepping up once again. 4 kills for him, holding strong behind that APC area as well.
One. Existence got the other, and Michaelele's still in behind that front position. He's got a second. This time he might get the 3 lays. He's all there. And Michaelele is absolutely on fire once again on overpass. We said he was conservative to this team, and it's 4 kills for Michaelele.
Stepping up again on overpass.
Late, but it's there toward the catwalk. That's going to allow Forrest to push up with bomb in hand. He's got to try and get to the default plant. He's got to hold off RPK. Good shot through the smoke. Good read from Michaelele spotting the tracers. But Smiths, he's got a shot from the window on the AWP. That's going to allow Shocks to get closer. Forrest says absolutely not. And bye-bye to Scream as well at the same hand. Oh, wow. The entrances for Freiburg again continue to wreak havoc with contact to take a very good position. He snuck out doors.
Oh!
Freiburg's ready for it. I thought for sure he'd be watching doors. He left the site with 2 teammates. It's PK versus 2. And it's NIP on the reunion, on the brink of sealing the Star Series Championship in 2 straight now. There's no kid either. 10 seconds he makes it out. It's NIP! And they've done it in 2. 2 matches, 2 overtimes, and a clean